Hello everyone, this is Hussein Hashim for What's Up Media Network. We are live again and now we are in a van for the Wayne County Sheriff Department, and as you see, I'm barely able to sit in the van. We are with the Wayne County Sheriff Department and Wayne County CEO Executive Office. It's an effort to bring and pick up homeless people from the street and take them to different warning and emergency shelters in the area. We've been joining them since the past hours, trying to pick up homeless people from the streets. I have with me Deputy Hamoud from the Wayne County Sheriff. Rabia, can you tell us about the effort for those who are watching us on Facebook right now?
We received calls from the Detroit Rescue Mission that some of these individuals are not coming in to the shelter and refusing to get off the street and get out of the cold into a warm place. So we joined with them, and we're trying our best to convince these individuals to come into the shelter and stay warm for the night.
How many people were you able to pick up today only?
In the last hour alone, we convinced 3 individuals to actually come in to the warm shelter. 2 of them went to the church and 1 to the shelter, and right now we're on our way. As you can see right now, there's that gentleman underneath the bridge right there. Yeah. So right now we got a few tips.
Where's he going?
Oh, there's one right here.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead.
So as you guys can see, we're patrolling the streets with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, trying to look out for homeless people who are living on the street, so we can take them off from the street and take them to a warming center in the area. As Deputy Hamoud said, they took already in the past hours 3 individuals who were living on the streets. Some of those homeless people, they don't want to leave the street because they have some belongings that they don't want to leave. Like for example, Chief Asad Haddad, he was telling us, Chief of Staff for the Wayne County Executive, he was telling us one example of a homeless person who didn't want to leave without his cart, like it's a shopping cart, and they believe like this is his possession, so he doesn't want to leave it there. We've been covering this story for the past hour or two. We're gonna have a story about it in our page. It's gonna come up hopefully by tonight or tomorrow early morning, showing we did an interview with the president of the Detroit Rescue Ministry, Shad Audi, and with Chief Mike Jafar from the Wayne County Sheriff Department, with Commissioner Sam Baidoun, with Deputy Hamoud, and with the Chief of Staff of Wayne County CEO Warren Evans, Asad Turfi. So we're gonna stay on the story. We're gonna try to show you guys some of those missions to be able to pick up some of the people who are living on the streets right now, to take them from the streets and put them in some of the warming and emergency shelters here in the area. So they spotted one on the street right now. They got a tip for him, so they're trying to basically locate him. He lives under the bridge. I hope I can take it from the camera. I'll try to take it from the camera as we go down, but he lives under the bridge. He has some stuff that he's using to make a small home. It's probably like a 2 feet by 2 feet or 5 feet by 5 feet that he lives in. So we're gonna stay on it. So to tell us, Rabia, what we're trying to do right now.
Yeah, we got 2 individuals on both sides of the bridge. They're underneath, and we have the Chief of Staff, Asad Turfa. He is trying to talk to him right now, but we're going to turn around and go to the other side of the bridge and convince the other gentleman to come on in with us.
Okay, so he's talking to somebody already?
Yeah, he's already over there.
Okay, can we just go for a second? Can we see it from here? Okay, let me just show them.
Don't get out of the door.
You can open the door, but you
Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. أعطيني.
I wonder if we can get on the service drive from here.
So as you guys can see over there by the bridge, we have Asad Turfi. He's the chief of staff for CEO Warren Evans. He's trying to convince one of the homeless people living literally under the bridge. He's trying to convince him. You can see him on the camera. If I can show you on the camera, he's trying to convince him to come so they can take him to a warming shelter here in Detroit. We just left the van for 2 minutes and literally we're freezing. So if you can see, so they were able, I believe, to convince the guy to come with them. Yep, they were able to. So they just picked up somebody from the street. He was literally living under the bridge. So we're gonna stay on it with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. We're gonna be going from one position to another position so we can show you as they picking homeless people from the streets. So stay with us. Yes, Robbie.
There's a couple of guys on the
Okay.
off the freeway.
Okay.
We're gonna come up to them.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk to them like we did with the other ones and trying to convince them. They're gonna don't be surprised. They're gonna refuse.
Okay.
And when they refuse, we're gonna try our best to convince them. And again, we cannot do anything else but try to talk to them and convince them that this is dangerous. This is dangerous, very dangerous temperatures, and you cannot be out there. Should not be out there. So we're gonna attempt, and you're gonna see that.
Okay. Can you tell us some of the reasons? I know you are on the phone with the department trying to figure out spots where those people are, so you guys can pick them up. What are some of the reasons they're refusing to leave?
Some of the reasons, they have a lot of belongings, and again, this is their livelihood. They have a lot of furniture with them, and they don't want to leave it behind. If they do leave it behind, somebody else is gonna take it. So they're not gonna leave the area. It is their home. And for one of them, I asked him, why don't you want to come with us? And he told me, this is the day I make money, because people feel bad for him. The temperatures are unbearable, and that this is the day he can make a lot of money.
Okay, so tell us who's being.
This is the Wayne County Executive Chief of Staff, Asad Turfa, and Commissioner Sam Beydoun. They're also on this mission with us. And we are locating them. We're getting tips from the centers, and we're getting tips from citizens, and we are going to the locations and trying to do our best to convince them to come indoors.
Very good, very good. And as you said before, you guys are working with the Detroit rescue missions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So which location exactly are you guys taking them to?
There's one in Detroit, 3535 3rd Avenue, and the number for anybody out there, if you want to do your part. If you see anybody on the street, there's more on this side. Yep. If you see anybody, you can call 313-993-4700. Give us the location, and our unit's going to be out through the evening and night, and we're going to do our best to get to all of them.
Very good. Very good. So we're staying live with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, trying to basically patrol the streets of Detroit and locate some of the locations where homeless people are living on and right now, so they can take them to a warming shelter. Some of the warming shelters that took them already to were the Detroit Rescue Missions in Detroit, and then some of the churches are in the area. We are on the story and trying to bring you the latest and trying to basically raise awareness about this specific topic. Rabia, what was the number for, if you see anybody, what was the number again?
The number is 313-993-4700. This is the Detroit Rescue Mission.
So if you see anybody, that's the number Rabia just gave right now. Feel free to call them, and they'll be able to send somebody out there so they can bring them to a shelter that's nearby. So stay with us as we bring you the latest from what's going on.
Yes, sir. Let me do it.
So like we said, so we can keep you guys updated, whoever is joining us right now, we are joined by, you got it, Deputy.
This is one of our Wayne County vans. Again, Chief of Staff for the Executive Office, Asad Turfa, is in front of us, along with County Commissioner Sam Baidoun. And we're going back around to the same location we were, and hopefully convince these individuals under the bridge to come on in with us and to go to a warm place for the night. Yeah, he. Be careful, slippery.
Okay, so you know we're literally in the van, so sorry for the picture if it's pumping or something, but we are this is like raw footage from the van of the Wayne County
Command Center.
Wayne County Command Center. Very good. So we are live from Wayne County Command Center. So So what they did now, they located some of the homeless people on the streets. They're trying to go to their location and convince them to basically take them to a warning and warming center, that's shelter that's nearby.
Mike. Hey, where you at? Okay. All right. We're coming back around. We're coming back to you. We're coming from. We're gonna be heading south. Yes. Okay. We're right now, we're on 4th Street West.
So again, we are still with Wayne County Command Center, patrolling the streets in Detroit, trying to basically locate and spot some of the homeless people who are living on the street and try to convince them to basically go to a warming shelter. I'm flying on the floor. You know, this is better probably. I should stay like that. But as you guys saw from the early live, we already picked up somebody that was living under the bridge, and Chief of Staff for Wayne County CEO Warren Evans, he convinced them, along with Commissioner Sam Baidoun. He was able to convince the homeless people to come, the homeless person to come with them and go to a warming shelter. And now they received the tip that there is 3 guys living on the streets, so they're trying to go there right now and basically convince them to take them to one of the warming centers around here in the area. So stay with us as we basically patrol the streets and try to pick up as many homeless people as possible and take them to a warming shelter. So can you update us, Rabia, what's going on?
We're driving down 4th Street West here. Chief of Staff, he knows a few spots here that homeless people usually hang out, and we're pretty much patrolling.
So stay with us. We're still patrolling the streets, and we're gonna bring it to you as it happens. So as I mentioned, earlier, we were at the Detroit Rescue Mission, the Wayne County Sheriff Department. They were dropping off some homeless people they found on the streets. And while we were there, we spoke to Chief Mike Jafar, where we spoke to the president of the Detroit Rescue Ministries, Chad Audi, and we spoke to Commissioner Sam Baidoun and to Asad Turfi. And we will bring you that story either later tonight or tomorrow. We're going to bring you that story of what's going on and who was behind this effort. So stay with us as we bring you the latest. Sir. What is it? What's it?
I said usually any other time, you know, when the weather is not this bad, usually you have a lot of them out here. Which this is a really good sign that they're not out here. That means hope. I mean, we're praying that they're somewhere warm and out of harm's way.
Okay.
So
some of the people are saying, why don't you guys check the expressways?
we are.
Passes?
We are. That's what we're going back right to right now.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we are actually going right now to the expressways and the overpasses to see if there is anybody under the bridge. You know, just shortly, about 10-15 minutes ago, we were able to pick up somebody that was literally living under the bridge. And he's already in the van that's, you know, in front of us right there was Commissioner Sam Baidoun and Chief of Staff Asad Turfi. So basically what we're doing, we're patrolling the streets looking for people who are living on the streets so they can take them to warming centers and shelters here in the area.
Checking underneath, yep. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, we're currently on 75, and we are checking underneath the bridges for any homeless people. Did you see something here? All right, San, hold on. Take this from me, please. Here we go.
We found someone.
San, you can get up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just stopped right now trying to look for someone that's living on the streets. I'm gonna take you guys with me as we look. So as you guys can see, we're looking under the bridge to locate if there is any body under the bridge. So all clear. So there is nobody here. So they're trying to locate if there is anybody living under the bridge. Nobody, right? They didn't find. You guys didn't find anybody yet?
No, nobody yet. But typically under bridges is where many people would seek shelter because it prevents the wind. It gives them coverage from the wind.
Okay.
So
Where are you guys gonna go right now?
we're gonna keep checking under the underpasses, and then over by Springwells, there is a big bridge that goes overboard. We're gonna check underneath the bridges over there too as well.
Were you guys able to pick up so far today?
We picked up 3 people today.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay with you guys as you make
Okay.
the tours and patrols so we can bring the latest to the people.
All right, take
Thank
care.
So we're gonna stay with the Wayne County. That's the mobile Wayne County command center. We are moving from one location to another location, looking under bridges and overpasses to see if anybody is here on the street, any homeless people, so we can take them to a warming center. So as you guys saw, we basically stopped under one of the bridges so we can make sure nobody was staying under the bridge.
This is a known area.
Okay, Rabia.
People to be under the bridges around here. So,
So we're looking for known areas where people usually stay under the bridge.
yep, yep.
Yep, so this is what they're looking for, areas where people normally stays under the bridge. No, you're good, you're good. I mean, we are in the van. Clear? So as you guys can see, we were able about 10-15 minutes ago to pick up one guy that was living under the bridge, literally under the bridge. He just had his clothes on, nothing else. So we are going from one place to another place trying to locate those homeless people. With the help of the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, we are live from the Wayne County Command Center. With us, Wayne County Commissioner Sam Baydoun and Chief of Staff for Wayne County CEO Asad Turfi. He just spoke a few minutes ago to us about the effort and what they've done so far and what the plan is for today. So stay with us. If you have any tip, Rabia, what's the phone number? Let's post the phone number again. Oh, he's talking. What's the phone number if they want to call Joe? So we're gonna try to get you the phone number. We're gonna post it in the comment box. If you see any homeless people on the street, we're gonna put the phone number right now up. Just call this number and they'll be able to send somebody to pick them up from the street.
Yeah. Yeah, more units are joining.
So we have more units.
Yep. Yeah, we have more Wayne County units are joining the same effort, and this was one of them. He's one of the corporals, and he's also patrolling the area as well. Yeah.
So as you guys can see, we're bringing you live updates and live coverage as the Wayne County Sheriff's Department and the Wayne County Executive CEO Asad Turfiz are patrolling the streets of Detroit, trying to find homeless people so they can take them off the street and take them to a warming shelter around the area. One of the warming shelters they're taking them to is the Detroit Rescue Mission.
This one is fenced in. Hopefully they can't get in here. So
That means the temperature are dropping down as the night, as the day goes. The temperature are really dropping really bad, and it's gonna be around in the negative 30s, maybe negative 40s with the windshield. So, Rabia, what's the phone number if we can put it, if you don't mind, Habibi?
same number?
Yeah, what's the phone number? They can 313
313-993-4700.
47.
Detroit Rescue Mission, and they have all of our contacts, and they're going to be dispatching us.
Very good.
And they also have their own dispatch unit on the road as well.
So like Deputy Hamoud said, the Detroit Rescue Mission is sending the Wayne County Sheriff some tips about people who are living on the street, and the Detroit Rescue Ministry, they have their own team too on the street trying to patrol the street and find people who are living there so they can pick them up and put them in one of the warming shelters they have.
We encourage everybody to keep their eyes peeled, and if they see anybody anywhere in Metro Detroit, to call that number, or you can inbox me or on this feed and let us know where they're at.
100%. Either leave a comment on this feed or inbox Deputy Hamoud on his account on One Dearborn or his personal account, Rabi Hamoud, and we'll be able to drive to them and basically pick them up.
We also have a sheriff SUV right behind us.
Yeah,
too.
we're gonna take a video of this. Be careful behind you, the van. So as you guys can see, we're still in the Wayne County Command Center. We're driving around the streets trying to basically look for homeless people who are living on the streets.
These are usually known areas for homeless to be camping out and staging out. And the Chief of Staff, Asad Turfa, is in front of us. He worked this area for many years. He is very familiar with all the hiding spots.
Very good. So we're on it. Stay with us. We're trying to bring you a live feed and live updates as the Wayne County Sheriff Department patrols the streets of Detroit, trying to look for homeless people here so they can take them to one of the warming shelter that's in the area. One of the organizations they are working with mainly is the Detroit Rescue Ministries. And we just posted the phone number. If anybody sees any homeless people on the street, please call this phone number or write a comment on this feed right now or inbox us so we can basically have somebody go there and pick them up from the street. This is the van. In this van, we have Wayne County Commissioner Sam Baydun along with the Chief of Staff for CEO Warren Evans, Asad Turfa. They just picked up somebody about 20 minutes ago. So they're literally going onto side roads so they can look for people, for areas where usually homeless people stay. They're going everywhere basically. They don't want to miss an area.
Hey, Mike. We're coming. We're making our way back to you, buddy. Hey, is that guy there? Yeah. Okay.
As you guys can see, we're going in the side roads too, and the sideways, trying to basically find people. As I wish you guys can see, let me try to. This is basically a side road that's never been cleaned, and we're driving in it, trying to find.
We lost. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
So they're on the phone.
What was that one we seen on the corner?
They're literally on the phone with other units, helping each other and getting tips from other units and other organizations, trying to find different homeless people on the street so they can take them off from the street and put them in a warming shelter.
Hey, Mount Woodward.
Okay.
Honestly, from Green and Jefferson. Yeah, we went way off. Assad. Yeah. No. Assad knows these areas very well. He worked them for many years, and he knows a lot of hiding spots down here. So we just had to do we just want to do a sweep and make sure everybody's out of here. All right.
So just to bring you guys up to speed, we've been patrolling the streets here in Detroit and around the metro, around Wayne County, trying to basically look for homeless people living on the streets so they can take them to a warming shelters in the area. Some of the warming shelters we're working with is the Detroit Rescue Ministries. We just posted the phone number on this feed. If you've seen anybody that's on the street, please call this number or inbox us or write a comment so they can go to their location and try to basically take them off the streets.
The one is 75, the one we see.
Yeah, 75 and Larnard.
Let me put the address
It was Larnard and then the 75 the service truck.
Alright.
Chrysler service truck.
We can't be that far from it.
No, it's on our way.
Right now?
It's on our way if you want to put it in. So
Okay.
this way, And then we got on 75, and then that's when they were, just before Mac. Remember another one?
All right.
So basically what they're doing, they're looking for areas where commonly homeless people they stay at, so they can locate them and take them to a warming shelter around the area. Somebody is asking, probably you should ask Nahad Ayub because she works a lot with homeless
She's
children.
with us right now. Oh, Nahid is working on the other side with other units as well. She's on the other side of us.
Because we've seen her at the Detroit Rescue Ministry before we just came on the street. She's actually working with the Wayne County Nahad Ayub for Ali Sha'ban. Nahad Ayub is actually working with those units so she can help them locate those homeless people on the street so they can go there and pick them up and bring them to one of the warming shelters in the area. So yes, they are working with Nahad Ayub on this matter. And anybody that has a tip, please, we posted the number over there. The number is 313-993. Rabia, should know? What's the phone number? You know what? I think it's 99347. 9347000.
I did, but right now I'm on patrol.
I wrote it wrong, so I'm gonna try to fix it.
Let me call you right back.
I wrote the phone number, but it seems to be wrong. Let me just try to fix the phone number. Rabia, what's the phone number again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
313
Hey,
993 4700.
993 4700. So that's the phone number. We just posted it right now. The phone number is 313-993-4700. Anybody that you have a tip or somebody that's living on the street right now, please call this number and let us know where they are so the units can go there and pick them up from the streets and take them to one of the warming shelters.
Yeah, hold on. Right now, there's nothing really going on. We're on the freeway. We're trying to find. We're still checking underneath the bridges. That's all we're doing.
We're combing them down. We're going location by location. So we already swept about 5 locations. We're going to the next location right now.
So far, we already patrolled about 5 locations where normally homeless people will be at. We were successful in the beginning from when you started. We spotted one. They already basically took about 7 people in earlier today, and the effort is still going on so we can locate more homeless people so they can take them to one of the warming shelters in the area. So stay with us as we bring you the latest on this story. So as you guys can see, we're driving 91 and 96 or 75 هيدا. We're driving right now on 75 heading towards downtown, heading back toward downtown right now. So we already checked 5 locations. Now we're gonna check more locations where normally homeless people stay at. Again, the Wayne County Sheriff Department is working with other organizations like the Detroit Rescue Ministries and Nahad Ayub. They're working on it too, and they have many units patrolling the streets trying to locate homeless people so they can provide help to them. And when they take him to those emergency shelters, they can stay there as long as they need to. They're gonna give them basically warm meals, clothing if they need to. Even if they have some belongings that they have with them, they don't mind allowing them to bring those belongings with them. So there wouldn't be an issue for them to refuse to come with the Wayne County Sheriff. So they're doing everything in their ability so they can convince those homeless people to get off of the streets and come with them to one of the warming shelters.
And the first one is former Ecorse City Council. Okay.
So as you guys can see, they're getting tips from other units and other organizations as we are driving about potential locations, and they're checking every locations, every side way, every corner they can find somebody so they can help them.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Habib, thank you so much. All right, Sam.
Yes, sir.
A former Ecorse City Council fell down outside his house and he passed away. And the other gentleman is a 70-year-old man, also in Detroit, found outside his house, also passed away. So we lost 2 lives already, and this temperature is nothing to to play with. This is a serious matter, and we are taking it as such, and we're going to continue the efforts. And please, again, we need your help. You see anybody? We're only so many units on the road, but you guys are out there. You see anybody, you see anything, you hear anything, give us a tip. We're on. Oh, over there. That might be bad. That might be just bags. They leave their belongings behind.
Okay.
Hopefully they come back and get them, that's a good sign. We want them to be out, leave your belongings behind, and hopefully they're inside somewhere warm. So all this we're seeing is great news. We're not finding as much. This is great. Hopefully they got the message and they found shelter.
As Deputy Hamoud said, the temperatures outside are very dangerous. The ice on the sideways and on the roads is really terrible. He just reported that 2 people who just lost their life about an hour, within the last hour, right, Rabia? Yeah, but just the last hour. Yeah, just the last hour, 2 people lost their life. So be careful, be vigilant. If you have a neighbor who's elderly, make sure you check on them. Make sure if you don't need to go outside, don't go outside because the temperatures are really bad. The weather is really bad. Just keep an eye out there. If you see anybody that needs help, call the number that we just posted on the feed over there. All call 911 or basically call any of the organizations that providing help. So we're gonna still be with the Wayne County Sheriff trying to locate those people so we can basically provide help to them.
They're very stubborn and they don't want to come in. Okay. No, we're gonna. I got you.
So as you guys can see, we are still on the streets here in Wayne County, especially in Detroit, trying to locate some of the homeless people who are living on the streets so they can be taken to the warming shelters in the area. And this is, like we said in the beginning, this is an effort that is led by فيك تكبس على سكرين زين عشان تبيض هون. Click more. Very good. Okay, so this is an effort that's being led by the Wayne County Sheriff's Department and Wayne County Executive's Office with the help of Asad Turfi. And we've seen also Commissioner Sam Baidoun, his with the van over there. So we are in the Wayne County Command Center. We are driving and patrolling the streets here in Wayne County, trying to basically locate people who are living on the streets so they can be taken to one of the warming and emergency shelters in the area. And they're working with different organizations. We're trying to bring you the latest. We are live, basically. This is a raw footage, like they say, trying to basically, if you see us jumping in the van here or here, or trying to stay stable as much as possible. في هون في وقت اما قال لي
Sorry about that.
So yeah, that's better probably. We good, Zena? Okay, as you guys can see, we are. That's way better. So they're going. And you guys can see they're putting the lights on, so if any homeless people, they can see that they're here, so they can provide them with help.
We are downtown. What are we coming up to here? Russell, and yeah, we got. I mean that's a good sign. I mean we haven't found anybody. We had 3 earlier, and we convinced them to go to a shelter. Yeah, that's a good sign. I mean we're not having much left out here, so but we're gonna continue sweeping the area pretty much. What are we coming up to here? Yes, yes, that area. Yep. Okay. Which is a good thing. That's a great thing. Yeah. We're on Russell and Mac right now. Yeah.
There should be lights. There should be lights in the back. There should be lights. Can you see lights in the back? Can you see lights? Yeah, there's light switches on the wall. Should be on the wall.
So we are still on the streets trying to.
What's up, man? All right, 8 Mile and Woodward is cleared. And what location is that? Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good. Keep me posted. Thank you. We got like about 4 units besides ours. We're all doing sweeps right now. Yeah, I mean we're gonna get there, but I'm saying right now we're gonna continue sweeping this area, make sure everybody's cleared here. All right? No. I'm saying. I mean you continue doing that side, and we're gonna No, this is the one we did earlier. No, he's gone. But we can double check though. Yeah. Okay, Mike. Keep me posted. All right, brother. Take care. Yeah,
Give us an update.
8 Mile and Woodward, we had reports earlier there was 4 people on that intersection. I mean, I'm glad they're not there. So they either say they went somewhere warm, or hopefully they got picked up by somebody else. But right now they're not there.
Awesome. So as you guys can see, we are live from the streets of Detroit and the streets of Wayne County with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, trying to locate different areas where usually homeless people are at, so they can be picked up and taken to one of the warming shelters.
Yeah, let's go check that one out. All right, very good. Yeah, this.
Yes, can you show me my
Okay, that's fine.
Our special detail, the address when you're ready?
All right.
Okay, Barnard and we were there a little bit ago, remember?
Yeah, this is the guy that was there.
Maybe we're going back that way.
So now we're in downtown Detroit. We're still with the Wayne County and the Wayne County Command Center.
In Detroit, the Detroit Rescue Mission.
Oh, that's one of our units.
Yes. So
More units coming.
We got more units joining the effort.
Okay, hey, you know, and I.
That's one of ours too. No?
so they have about like 5 units on the sweeping the streets, so they can look for homeless people who are living on the street and taken to one of the warming shelters here in the area. Okay, somebody just sent us an address here on the live feed. They said 94 exit on Addison Avenue. About 1 to 2 people are always there.
Okay.
So
I had that nutrition earlier. What's his name? Mike gave us time. You want to check with Mike to see if
Addison 94 and Addison Avenue. So thank you, Guy, for the tip. Anybody that has a tip, please send it to us.
So, Hassan, keep encouraging, please. Keep sending us info. We got 4 or 5 units deep right now, and we're all on the road. So please keep giving us tips, info. The more you can give us, the better we can do our job.
Very good. So as you guys can see, they need your help. If you have any tip, you can write it here. Like, one of our friends, he wrote the comment here on this feed. Please do so. If you see any homeless people living on the street, call the numbers that we just posted on the feed, or write it in the comment box over there, so we can tell the units to go and check on them and make sure they're safe, make sure they're healthy, and make sure they receive the help that they need, and take them to one of the warming shelters in the area. So we are still here in the Wayne County Command Center, and we are driving around.
Is that one on?
what's I can do.
We got
We got food.
One for two less for at least 10 minutes.
Let me call him that.
It's on the 94.
There's Larner, and this is when we make a left. If you can
Yeah, already we.
That's where there were people.
So Guy, already they sent one unit to check on the 94 and Addison Avenue exit, so they can see if there is anybody there, so they can provide them help.
Larner and Chrysler that way a little bit ago.
No, he's not there.
You want to check on him?
He's gone. They're both gone.
And then they had a call earlier, 94 and Addison, but this one we know there was people there.
I know.
It's only about fewer blocks there.
Yeah. Okay, but right now we're checked all the areas that 8 Mile and Woodward. This is Nahed, by the way, for everybody. This is Nahed on the other side. She's sweeping the other side, and she's giving us info. So the guys on 8 Mile and Woodward, they're all gone. They were there earlier.
This is one of the centers that we brought people to.
Okay. And this
Right
is
here?
the centers here.
The warming centers.
Nahed, are you on
Right here, you see that?
San Antonio and
It's all homeless people on that side.
They brought some people earlier today here who were living on the streets. It's the center over there. It's a church, right? It's a church. They brought some. Saint Antoine and Larned. They brought some people earlier here, and they put them in this church here. They provided them with a shelter here. So they already dropped some people earlier today here. So and now we're going to check on some of the area. Rabi', Deputy Hamoud, he has Nahid Ayoub with him on the phone. She's trying to give him some tips about some of the areas that they could find some homeless people living on the street. So we are staying on this with you guys so we can bring you the latest.
Okay. Hey, what's that over there? No, hold on, let me see. No, just hold on. Is that somebody? Okay. Okay. Okay, I will. Thank you so much, Nahid. Thank you. Bye. No.
Yeah, that's the homeless area.
Is he here?
Is it? I can't see.
Hayat.
No, I think they took him out. It's
No,
just
he's
a
gone.
chair.
Okay. So they were they.
Yep. There was a guy here earlier about a couple hours ago.
Right, once we go down, it should be
Yep.
on the right hand side. So let's see.
So we're utilizing all the people that know this area very well, and we're getting information from all of them. And hopefully, like I said, the more the merrier. It's a team effort. Okay, this is the one here. Yep.
Is there some people here? I see
There's a lot of belongings here. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get out here.
Let's try to check if there is some people here. So they spotted an area where there is a lot of belongings for homeless people. They're gonna try to go up there and check. خدي زنا. They're gonna try to go up there and check if there is anybody that's living there. As you guys can see, we're under the bridge here. There is a lot of belonging right there, so we're trying to see if there is anybody that's lived there. I'm not equipped to go there. So they're trying, if you can see, there is Wayne County sheriffs around the area. They're trying to basically go up there and make sure nobody is where the belonging is there. So this is Wayne County sheriff, and this is As'ad Turfa, who's the Wayne County executive, and they're trying to see if somebody is. Nothing? Okay. So it seems like they didn't find anybody here. Believe me, the winds are really, really bad. Yeah, I wish I can go there to show you guys, but it's really like, this is a place where somebody lived actually. Like this is his belonging. This is his bed and some sheets and some stuff. I mean, it's terrible. We are still on the roads, so whew. It's terrible outside.
They're leaving? They're leaving?
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Okay. Back to 150?
Yes. Okay, we're heading back to where we started. It's the Detroit Rescue Ministry. As you guys saw with us, we stopped at a couple locations. Check if there is somebody probably.
We're on 75 and almost to the exit of 94. Okay.
Literally, we went down there for like less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes, and believe me, my ears, I don't feel them. It's really terrible out there. Please, if you don't need to be out there, don't go out there. The conditions are very terrible, and they're life-threatening. To be honest with you. Because I believe Assad is going back to Samsun. So we took you guys with us as we were patrolling the streets here in Detroit, trying to look for homeless people who are living on the street and trying to take them to one of the one of the shelters, warming shelters in the area. The Wayne County Sheriff Department, they were very successful at getting at least 7 people to take them to the shelter earlier today.
We're continuing to patrol, and again, the more help you can give us, the better. Thank you.
Awesome. So if you have any tip, make sure you call the numbers that we just posted on the feed over there, or make sure you comment on the comment box right there, so we can go and check on any of those people who are living on the street. It's looking good so far. They were able to help a lot of people. A lot of units are on the streets.
Back at Stimson.
Very good. So earlier today we met with Chief Zafar at the Detroit Rescue Mission. We took an interview with you. This is a story we're going to bring to you guys by tomorrow, hopefully.
Exit which one?
50.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, so we're going back to the warming shelter that we started at the Detroit.
Stay on the service drive. Yeah, go ahead. Keep patrolling if you can, and then when you find anything, just give us a buzz. All right, we're heading back we're heading back to the center right now as we speak.
Yeah, what we saw on the guy, we were looking, there was nobody there.
No. I want to see if that guy did not leave. The guy who took it earlier. Go ahead, make a left. We're good. Okay, what's wrong? This guy okay here?
1822.
Reverse. Where's this person going?
You okay there? You. You all right?
Oh yeah. Walking to the bus.
Okay.
Coming from the
You need a ride?
Huh?
No,
You need a ride?
Oh no, thank you.
All right.
He was at the casino.
Oh, you can make a left. Go ahead. On fourth, make a right. Right here. Make a right. You can go right, yeah.
So we are going back, رايحين back على Simmons, right, ربيع?
Go back to the center.
Very good. So we're going back. We should be ending our trip and our patrol there, but the Wayne County Sheriff will be still sweeping the streets to make sure nobody is on the streets tonight.
You can take this to Martin Luther King and make a right. Oh, the NSO is not very far from here.
في واحد عم يقولوا على فورد وتلغراف.
Ford and Telegraph?
Dearborn Heights, somebody around the area.
I don't think that guy's probably just trying to get money. He's not.
Ford and
What we're trying to do
Telegraph?
is trying to find people that they're homeless, sleeping on the street. Yeah, this guy has a card. I think he's just collecting money. I don't know. But
Some
if
of
we
them
go by
take
that
some-
area, we can call Dearborn Heights. Where is it? Dearborn Heights. There,
Dearborn
right?
Heights, yeah.
Dearborn Heights?
Yes, Dearborn Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Dearborn Heights there.
So we're going back to the center where we started from there.
Say we're gonna call them on, we're gonna call Dearborn Heights on the radio and make sure that they send somebody out there.
Very good. So thank you, Haitham, for the tip. They're gonna basically call in Dearborn Heights police so they can go check the guy that's on Telegraph and Fort.
Hey, what's over here? Hold on, make a right, make a right, make a right. There's 3 people over here.
Where? عبيته.
Hold on.
There's somebody's fishing.
You okay? Are you okay? Okay.
Left.
Yeah, Martin Luther King is there.
Well, this is the NSO where we usually
Yeah.
come. Let's see if anybody's camping out here.
Scattered.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Hey, you guys okay? Are you okay, my man? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, y'all stay here in NSO.
You're staying
My
here?
ID? Yeah, you see my
No,
ID?
no, we're good, we're good. We're just making sure you're okay, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, man. Stay warm.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So as you guys can see, if they see anybody that's on the street, they're trying to ask them if they're okay, if they need help, and if they see that they're living or they're trying to sleep on the streets, they're taking them to a warming shelter.
This is the NSO shelter on Martin Luther and 3rd. These guys are staying in the shelter, which is a good thing.
So as you guys saw, we took you around the street.